Welcome to the HFY Tales channel. Remember to like and subscribe if you like the story. Enjoy and take care.
James Harper leaned back in his chair, the ambient sounds of the arcade swirling around him. The faint beeping of retro game consoles mixed with the laughter of children and the cheers of excited players. Neon lights flickered, casting a glow that brought the mundane lives outside into vibrant relief. But for James, the escape was the thrill of gaming, an alternative universe where he was in control. His eyes suddenly landed on something unusual, an old, dust-covered arcade machine tucked away in the far corner of the room. Its screen flickered weakly, but the words Galactic Diplomacy, emblazoned in bright red, caught his attention. Intrigued, James pushed through the crowded arcade and wiped off the layer of dust. With a resigned smile, he inserted a quarter, the coin clinking nostalgically as it disappeared. The screen erupted to life, showcasing colorful alien worlds and mysterious species. "Welcome, brave player. The fate of the galaxies lies in your hands," a mechanical voice proclaimed. With a quick laugh, James pressed the start button, unaware of the journey he was about to embark on. The game transported him to an unprecedented universe, integrating him into a complex web of interstellar affairs. As players, they would take on the role of a galactic diplomat, navigating the intricate politics of several alien factions in their quest for love. The thrill of engaging with fierce negotiations and flirty banter excited him. Yet there was something oddly compelling about this game. It felt all too real. As he dove deeper, he stumbled upon a character creation screen. The options were overwhelming. His avatar could be human, but he could also choose from varied alien features. With a casual chuckle, James designed a character that was a striking blend of his own features and those he found appealing: tall, dark-haired, and impossibly charming. With a final tap, he confirmed his creation, naming his avatar Jameson Starflare. "Welcome, Jameson," the voice announced. "Your quest for the ultimate bride begins now." In an instant, he was immersed in a vibrant world, colors swirling around him as he stood on the summit of a shimmering, alien mountain. On the horizon appeared various alien factions, each a testament to creativity and diversity. Curiously, a figure approached rapidly, a radiant Cerathian, adorned in shimmering robes. Her long hair, flowing like a cascading waterfall, captured his attention. "Greetings, Jameson Starflare," she said, her voice melodic and enchanting. Hey there," James replied, captivated by her beauty and aura. "Have you come to challenge the stars for my heart?" Her eyes sparkled with mischief. James chuckled. "Guess I'm up for a challenge." Little did he know, with that simple spark of flirtation, romantic odyssey sprawled before him, a path that intertwines deeply with his own heart and destiny, ushering in a reality far beyond mere gameplay. As the vibrant landscapes of the alien world shimmered before him, Jameson found himself standing at the entrance of an ethereal city, its spires stretching high into a violet sky. The air buzzed with energy, pulsating as various alien beings bustled about, engaging in conversations and trading goods. It felt alive, overwhelming, and utterly breathtaking. "Welcome to Eldra, the capital of the Cerathian Empire," Lyra announced, stepping gracefully to his side. Her presence sent a thrill through him, and he felt an inexplicable connection forming. With her guidance, Jameson learned the intricacies of galactic diplomacy, tasked with winning the favor of three distinct factions: the noble Cerathians, the formidable Grathzar, and the enigmatic Gelithra. He realized that his choices would steer his connection with Lyra, as well as the political dynamics of the universe. "Each faction has its own values," Lyra explained as they walked through bustling market streets lined with alien delicacies. "The Grathzar respect strength and honor in battle, while the Gelithra value cunning and intelligence. The Cerathians, however, seek compassion and creativity. Your approach matters." Jameson listened intently, impressed by her insight. With Lyra by his side, he felt empowered. "So how do I impress each faction?" he asked, wanting not only to win but to build meaningful connections. Lyra's eyes twinkled with mischief. "You'll need to complete various challenges, win their respect, and perhaps you'll secure the favor to court me," she teased lightly, her tone playful yet layered with seriousness. The first challenge was presented as a vibrant holographic message. Defend your honor in the Grathzar arena. The screen flashed pictures of fierce battles, while Jameson's heart began to race. He'd always been more of a strategist than a fighter. Are you ready? Lyra asked with a reassuring smile, her enthusiasm igniting a spark of determination in him. Let's do this. With her encouragement, he stepped into the arena, a grand coliseum filled with spectators cheering for combatants. The rules were simple. Defeat your opponent in combat to earn the Grathzar's respect. The immediate sense of uncertainty tightened in his chest, but as he engaged in combat, and with a few well-timed moves, Jameson discovered a strange rhythm. His avatar flowed seamlessly through moves, almost as if he were born for this. As the dust settled and his opponent lay defeated, loud cheers erupted around him. He had won. The Grathzar leader approached, his imposing figure towering over Jameson. You have proven yourself worthy, Earthling, the Grathzar declared, his voice rumbling like distant thunder. You may ask for a boon. Jameson took a deep breath. I want the respect of the Grathzar for my quest to win Lyra's heart. The leader grinned, a gesture that felt both intimidating and approving. Consider it granted. Back in Eldra, Lyra beamed, her delight evident. Impressive, but this was just the beginning. The Gelithra await, and their challenges will test your mind and spirit. As days turned into a whirlwind of missions and engagements, a bond grew between Jameson and Lyra. They shared laughter, strategy, and small moments filled with vulnerability. His avatar skills improved, but it was the emotional connection that truly captivated him. In the next mission, Jameson faced the Gelithra. They were luminescent beings, cloaked in shadows and intrigue. The challenge involved a series of clever puzzles symbolizing trust and deception. With Lyra's guidance, he navigated the maze with precision and intellect, revealing the hidden truths within himself. Every victory brought him closer to the heart of the factions and deepened his feelings for Lyra. Their conversations turned from playful banter to sincere exchanges about their hopes, fears, and dreams for their respective worlds. He learned about her noble lineage and the expectations weighing upon her, a marriage alliance that could decide the fate of her people. What if you choose someone from another faction? Jameson asked one night as they gazed over the glowing horizon of Eldra, the stars twinkling above them. Their real-life emotions were spilling over into this world, and Jameson felt a pang of fear. It's complicated, Lyra admitted, but winning a heart is about more than mere titles. It's about connection. In that moment, he realized he was growing attached to her, and he knew he didn't want to lose this connection, whether in the game or in the reality beyond it. The hours flew by. The challenges blurred into one another as Jameson and Lyra battled the odds together. Yet, at the back of his mind, lingering questions occupied his thoughts. What would happen once the game concluded? What would winning Lyra's heart truly entail? Yet there was no time for hesitation. The tournament loomed before him, and with each passing moment the stakes were rising, not just for victory, but for something much greater than gaming. It was a battle for love and acceptance across the cosmos. The days flashed by in a brilliant blur of adventure and intrigue. As Jameson trained, battled, and laughed alongside Lyra, whispers of an impending tournament began to circulate within Eldra. Tensions mounted between the factions, with rumors swirling that alliances were fragile and the future of interspecies relationships precariously hanging in the balance. The announcement came like a tempest. A grand holographic display illuminated the city square, broadcasting the challenge of the intergalactic matchmaking tournament. Jameson felt an electric thrill course through the crowd as his name echoed in the arena. He was to compete against other players, all vying to win the right to claim their chosen partner. This was no ordinary contest. It enveloped the very essence of love, politics, and personal sacrifice. We have to prepare, Lyra said, urgency etched in her expression. This tournament will be unlike anything you've faced before. Jameson nodded, adrenaline rushing through him. They spent sleepless nights strategizing for the tournament, drawing from their experiences and gathering insights from each faction. In his heart, He knew this venture was more than just a game. It was his chance to secure a future with Lyra and possibly reshape interstellar alliances. The first challenge was presented as a grand spectacle: Trial of the Hearts. In the sacred circle of empathy, competitors would contend to demonstrate understanding and compassion towards their potential brides while communicating with nonverbal gestures and meaningful actions. The arena was adorned with luminescent flowers that reacted to emotions, amplifying the beauty and intensity of the moment. As the tournament commenced, excitement rippled through the audience of various aliens and humans alike. One by one, competitors faced the challenge. Each interaction tested their emotional intelligence, revealing vulnerabilities and genuine connections. Holding Lyra's gaze, Jameson embodied the lessons they had learned together. "Show them your heart," she said, her encouragement igniting his spirit. Jameson stepped forward with an authenticity that surprised even himself. He shared a story of his talent for painting, expressing how art had always been his outlet. As he painted a canvas that glowed with the beautiful memories he'd forged with Lyra, the flowers bloomed in reaction, vibrant as his love began to flourish. When the challenge concluded, Jameson felt a warm rush of victory. The Sarathians revered his insight and artistry. The Grathzar, too, appreciated the strength it took to share one's soul. Yet, as he stepped off the stage, a sharp voice cut through the celebrations. "Impressive, Earthling," rival competitor Cora declared, a formidable warrior from the Grathzar. She appeared both fierce and menacing, her eyes glinting with determination. "But let's see if you can survive the trial of strength that follows." Jameson must also contend with the cunning Gelithra, who utilized trickery in their trials. Another competitor chimed in, laughter laced with mockery. Their words twisted the stakes higher. Jameson realized his urban life skills weren't only being tested in combat, but in battling the nuances of interpersonal dynamics among diverse species. This was about accessing the true heart of a partnership, understanding fears, and protecting those you love. Hours turned into what felt like moments, adrenaline pulsating through his veins as the competition took over. Each trial became progressively grueling, filled with clever twists designed to reveal both the player's individual strengths and weaknesses. Finally came the trial of deception, a Gelithra challenge relying on wit and intellect. Each participant was tasked with decoding intricate riddles and puzzles set by these captivating beings. The challenge was set within a maze of reflections, mirrors, and shadowy illusions shaped the environment, clouding clarity and heightening uncertainty. Jameson took a deep breath, beads of sweat clinging to his brow as he ventured into the maze. Navigating through the series of questions, his heart raced, each step echoing his deep desire to prove his worthiness to both the Gelithra and Lyra. The final riddle loomed over him. What binds two hearts despite their worlds? In that moment, clarity struck him as he recalled all the heartwarming moments shared with Lyra. The laughter, battles, struggles, and the connection that had grown organically during their journey together filled his mind. "Love," he whispered, the single word reverberating through the maze. As if answering his plea, the maze began to dissolve, revealing a vibrant portal, a gateway to victory. The crowd erupted with cheers, and Jameson stepped through, heart racing with exhilaration. Yet, as he emerged into the arena bright with the applause of his comrades and newfound connections, unsettling thoughts clouded his victory. The final challenge approached, a deadly trial requiring competitors to wield the power of alliances. To win the tournament and ultimately Lyra's hand, they would need to transform relationships into sacred bonds, navigating diplomacy, and proving courage amidst adversity. But ahead of him lay shadows. Cora's rivalry simmered beneath the surface, and whispers suggested betrayal among competitors. Jameson would need to handle delicately the burgeoning alliances, for failure in the final trial could spell calamity for Lyra and her people. Amongst the thrill, a seed of fear took root in Jameson's heart. He wanted to protect everyone, including what was blossoming between him and Lyra. The stakes were rising, and he had no choice but to confront both rivals and doubts as he forged ahead into the unknown. As the final trial drew near, Jameson felt an unshakable determination take hold. He wasn't just competing for a title. He was playing for love, hope, and an interstellar peace that hung delicately in the balance. The atmosphere in the tournament stadium was electric, anticipation hanging thick in the air as Jameson prepared for the final challenge. The grand arena, which had witnessed countless struggles, now brimmed with diverse spectators, each faction present, their eyes alight with curiosity and expectation. "Welcome to the trial of true alliances," a herald boomed, echoing through the vast space. "To claim your partner, you must navigate the diplomatic arena with wisdom, courage, and compassion. Only a true champion may win their heart." Jameson exchanged a determined glance with Lyra, her presence grounding him amidst the swirling chaos. He felt the weight of their shared journey pressing on his shoulders, the stakes higher than ever before. Victory would not only mean he could win Lyra's heart, but also bridge the gaps between their worlds, uniting the factions in mutual respect. Cora stepped forward, her expression challenging. "Are you ready to face true strength, Earthling?" she mocked, the sharpness of her words slicing through Jameson's resolve. "I'm here to win Lyra's heart, not just for the title," he replied firmly, feeling the intensity of the moment amplify his resolve. With a wave of the herald's arm, the arena transformed instantly. The floor morphed into a map of interconnected planets, a visual representation of the factions involved. Here, each competitor would engage in negotiations, forming alliances and defending their stances on critical matters. Jameson stepped onto the map, feeling the heat of competition radiate around him. Deliberate moves were essential. He needed to analyze how each player would respond to various proposals. Thinking quickly and strategically, he decided on a crucial diplomatic pitch. His first move involved acknowledging each faction's strengths while addressing their grievances. Grathzar respects strength, but the Sarathians value unity. "Let's forge an alliance through shared aims," he proposed, embodying the essence of their combined strengths. The crowd's murmurs echoed. Factions listened intently, weighing Jameson's words. Cora countered sharply, revealing the cracks in the alliance. "What does an Earthling know of strength and honor? You fight for a bride, not for the good of the galaxies." Jameson took a deep breath, focusing on his intention to protect Lyra and create a future worth fighting for. "Love empowers us all," he countered passionately. "What binds us is greater than merely choice. It's the bond that will forge lasting peace." As the negotiation continued, Jameson faced attempts at manipulation and deceit. Cora threw down challenges, turning words against him, skillfully attempting to expose vulnerabilities. But with Lyra's encouragement echoing in his mind, he held firm, grounding himself in the emotional connection they'd built. Lyra entered the dialogue, showcasing her compassion and wisdom. "What Jameson speaks is truth. We share values far more significant than power. It is our choices and love that dictate our futures." Amidst the heated exchanges, shadows loomed. Jameson felt moments of doubt, whispers of betrayal, teasing the back of his mind. Behind closed doors, rival competitors plotted and schemed, and danger lurked in the void. Would Cora act against him should alliances falter? The final negotiation hinged on a precarious decision. As they deliberated, the arena transformed again, showcasing potential futures shaped by their decisions. Worlds united, species living in harmony, and those consumed by conflict. Jameson's heart raced as he imagined the lives intertwined through alliances of compassion. "Let's make this a true marriage of strengths, my knowledge of Earth, paired with the wisdom of Sarathians, the power of Grathzar, and the cunning of Gelithra," Jameson declared passionately. The specter of a future together spun through his thoughts, the commitment to forging a better world with Lyra at his side. With the final deliberations underway, Cora's glare pierced through the air, her dissatisfaction unmistakable. "You're naive, Earthling. You think love can conquer all. Show us you can defend it." In a sudden twist, she challenged Jameson to a duel, a last resort to disrupt his momentum. The choice loomed over him, but Jameson felt a surge of purpose. He had spent so long battling on emotional and intellectual fronts. Taking a stand physically wouldn't fracture him. It would ground him in his resolve. A duel ensued, fierce and visceral, with Cora advancing, each strike powerful, yet calculated as if she were fighting for her very survival. The crowd erupted in cheers, the stakes suddenly feeling more personal than ever. Jameson dodged her attacks, channeling every lesson he learned and the strength of his bond with Lyra. As they clashed, his focus sharpened. Cora's prowess was formidable, yet anger fueled her confidence. His thoughts flickered to Lyra, her warmth, laughter, and the dreams they shared. In that moment, a profound realization struck him. Winning her heart wasn't just about the contest, it was about protecting everything they had built together. With renewed determination, Jameson transitioned from defense to offense, utilizing agility as he engaged in a final, climactic move. He disarmed Cora, taking her by surprise. Taking a deep breath, he faced her, his heart pounding. Strength isn't brute force, Cora. It's what you love, and how far you're willing to go to protect it. The crowd fell silent. Cora stared at him, realization washing over her. Defeated but not broken, she bowed her head. In that moment of vulnerability, something shifted. Perhaps we can find a different way, Cora conceded, her fierce exterior cracking, revealing a keen understanding beneath the facade. You've proven your worth, Earthling. Cheers erupted as Jameson turned to Lyra, who rushed toward him, pride and admiration illuminating her face. They had done it. Together they navigated conflict, forged alliances, and emerged stronger than ever. But a lingering question remained: what now? As the challenge concluded, Jameson realized he had not only fought for Lyra's heart, but also the chance to unite their worlds against a backdrop of uncertainty. Together, they faced the uncertain future, a love story written across the stars, worthy of everything it would take to nurture it. With the tournament concluded and a newfound alliance formed, the excitement in the arena simmered into a warm glow of celebration. The bonds forged between factions felt tangible. Hope and unity were tangible next to the finest luxuries of Eldora. Yet amidst the revelry, Jameson felt a restless thrill stirring within him, mingling with an acute awareness of his feelings for Lyra. As dignitaries and players mingled, Jameson felt drawn to Lyra, whose vibrant spirit radiated through the crowd. He sought her out, his heart pounding as he approached. "We did it, Lyra," he exclaimed, exhilaration bursting from his lips. "We created an alliance that could last for generations." Lyra smiled, her eyes sparkling like the luminescent stars overhead. "It's more than a victory. It's the beginning of something special, our future." Just then, a familiar figure stepped forward. "Cora, while you've impressed the Grathzar with your defense, know that true strength lies in knowing the customs that bind us all. You may want to understand the mating traditions of each faction if you wish to win Lyra's heart completely." Jameson's brow furrowed slightly, but curiosity bubbled within him. "What do you mean?" Cora continued. "In our cultures, mating is sacred. It's not just a union but a powerful bond that intertwines souls and destinies. To bond effectively across our species, you must embrace these rites. You will need to navigate our differences with care and respect." Lyra's face glowed, her cheeks flushed with something more than bashfulness. "It's true. In Cerathian tradition, mating signifies a deep emotional commitment and shared responsibilities. We would need to publicly declare that bond to unify our worlds." They shared a moment of understanding. What had begun as a mere game was evolving into a profound journey of love and connection that transcended their differences. Jameson could feel that his heart was wholly invested in Lyra, and the thought of mating with her filled him with a sense of purpose. "Then let's do it," he said, confidence resonating in his voice. "I want to honor our traditions and show everyone that love knows no boundaries." "Are you sure?" Lyra asked, her voice a soft melody, mixed with excitement and concern. "This is a significant step." Jameson took her hands, looking into her expressive eyes. "More than sure. Let's unite our worlds and show them the strength found in love. In this moment, I choose you, Lyra." The day of the mating ceremony arrived, infused with color, sound, and anticipation. They gathered at the sacred Heartstone Grove, surrounded by luminescent flowers and ethereal energy that seemed to pulse with the rhythm of the universe. Eldra's citizens, Sarathians, Grathzar, Gelithra, and humans alike, rose to witness the union that would symbolize hope for their futures. Amid vibrant foliage, Lyra performed the ancient ritual as Jameson embraced the customs of her culture. Surrounded by spectators, they exchanged vows that resonated deeply with the essence of their beings, vows forged from understanding and admiration. As they pledged loyalty, love, and respect, a tangible force enveloped them. The air felt charged with power as the energy intertwined, solidifying their bond. The flowers around them reacted, glowing intensely with every heartbeat, dancing to the melody of their commitment. "From this day forward, I choose you, Lyra," Jameson spoke, the words flowing from his heart. "In life, death, and beyond the stars, I vow to stand by you and care for this love we share. I choose you, Jameson, for your courage, heart, and the strength of your spirit," Lyra responded, tears of joy glimmering in her eyes. "You have transformed my world." At that moment, as they sealed their words with a passionate kiss, the crowd erupted in joyous applause, the universe celebrating their union. The bonds of love transcended language, species, and distance. In that embrace, they embodied the promise of new beginnings, a future where their worlds merged harmoniously. As the celebrations continued, Jameson and Lyra stood hand in hand, feeling the profound impact of their union ripple across the galaxy. He had come into this game unaware of his purpose, but now, he was poised to influence the universe for generations to come, an ambassador of love, unity, and hope. Months passed, and the bonds forged in that fateful tournament transformed the fabric of the galaxy. Jameson and Lyra dedicated themselves to their roles as peacemakers. Together, they organized interspecies discussions, creating a platform where voices of all factions could share their concerns and dreams. Love came to flourish, a beaming force that transcended boundaries. They faced challenges, celebrated victories, and navigated trials, each step reaffirming their commitment to one another and their communities. And within the heart of Eldra, a new legend emerged, the tale of Jameson Starflare and Lyra, the Sarathian bride, whose love was destined to save worlds and unite galaxies. The echoes of their bond resonated throughout the cosmos, a reminder that love was the ultimate bridge between all beings. The game that had started as a quest for his heart had ultimately led to greater truths. In the vastness of the universe, Jameson and Lyra had not just won a game. They epitomized a universal truth, that love, in all its forms, was worth fighting for.